मंसूर भाई कमेंट्री। अरे आजा, अरे इसके बाद है ना भाई, मंसूर भाई इसके बाद है ना। पकड़े आप।
हाय हाय। तो कौन सी टीम चाहिए?
शेरखान वर्सेस स्ट्राइकर्स।
शेरखान स्ट्राइकर्स। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। Second match of the game, second match of the day in progress. Sherkhans versus Strikers. Sherkhan doing well so far in the field. Hamza with the opening over, the power play over, which could have been a scoring opportunity, but he turned it around into a wicket-taking opportunity and got a couple of wickets, I think. Now comes Adnan Siddiqui, right arm over. A decent ball, which Azhar played a square to the wicket and ran for single. Which brings Misbah to the batting crease. Excellent ball. Misbah unable to read it. Touched his leg. And there are no leg byes, so he couldn't run. Rizwan Bhai doing the keeper duty here, as well as the captain. Nice ball, targeting the legs. He typically pitches on the leg stump and brings the ball in, and Misbah sometimes. Wow, very good fielding there by Ali Shakil, who was the hero from yesterday, who hit 3 sixers in the final over to take his team home. Adnan Siddiqui with pretty decent bowling so far. Misbah trying to get away from strike, trying to run after 3-4 dot balls. The pressure of dot balls sometimes gets you, and he wants to try and steal a single somehow. But unlucky that the ball ricocheted off Atif and went to Ali Shakil, who did the job. Another nice ball, even though over-pitched, but since the last couple of wickets, the batsman was in no mood to take any chances, played for a single, and comfortably taken in the end, which brings the over to the end. Adnan Siddiqui, very well bowled, got Misbah run out, choked him, put the pressure through the dot balls. Now there is this new brother. By batsman name? Imran on strike, Azharuddin at non-strike. Here comes the veteran of ICI indoors, Habib Bhai. Starts with a wide down the leg. He's a pretty decent bowler, bowls very good line and length. Not so easy to hit him. Wow, pretty decent ball. Back of length, forcing the batsman to either go on back foot or try to play a lob shot. Batsman at the moment content in taking singles. Azharuddin facing Habib Bhai. Full toss ball. driven to the leg side for a single. There are some spectators coming. Here is the captain of Mustangs doing his water duty. Game is interestingly poised now, with neither team trying to have an advantage. They're playing the waiting game. Nobody's going on the offensive, especially the batting team is trying and rotating the strike, trying to get singles, try to lay a foundation so they can excel in the last 2 overs perhaps. Habib Bhai doing his job pretty decently. Wow. An over-pitch ball, well connected, but unlucky that he took it too far and it's out.
Kashif!
Umpire is new to the indoors, so he probably doesn't know all the rules, but it did touch the ceiling, so it's out. Habib Bhai bowled pretty decently. However, that was a ball to be hit, and he did. Unlucky for the batsman Imran that he hit to the ceiling and got out. Nice fielding over there by Imran. Saved a single for sure. Nice fielding there by Hamza, who is showing us his soccer skills. I believe it's the last ball of the over. The fielding team is supporting the bowler pretty well, as you saw in the earlier over as well. Nice length, ball pitching on middle and going towards leg and hitting the body. That was the 5th ball. Now, all right, so there was some confusion and the over has been called. A good fielding unit. In the previous over of Adnan Bhai, Atif and Ali Shakil did a good job in getting Misbah run out, and this time around Hamza saved a short 2 declare into 1 and saved a single, and that brings the captain Rizwan Bhai to the bowling crease. Farooq will switch to keeping duty. Starts off with an over-pitch delivery on the offside. The batsman doing well. Nice stroke to the offside for a single. Azhar facing Rizwan. Again, a beautiful shot for an over-pitch delivery. 2 runs. Nicely driven all along the ground. Azhar pretty good square of the wicket, and anything that's pitched up. 2 runs. A pretty nice batting. Azhar doing his job, keeping the scoreboard ticking. Edge for a single now. A little bit far away from Farooq, so he couldn't grab onto it. An easily taken single. The batsman initially going front, hoping for an over-pitch delivery, but it was a little bit on a good length. Tried to adjust and came back, but couldn't complete the stroke. Another edge, another single. Pretty decent bowling. Nice and quick over by Rizwan Sheikh. Captain giving him a few words of advice, telling him that it is a crucial over, the power play, the second power play. If they can restrict boundaries, then they will have a pretty good stranglehold on the batting team. Farouk, who's pretty good, decent pace. Wow, nice shot. Well fielded. Over pitch delivery. The batsman playing a stroke on the offside for 2 runs. Razi doing a decent job at preventing that 2 to become a 4. So very well bowled. Unfortunate, the keeper was not able to hold on to it. So they steal a quick single through a bye. That brings Ahnaf, the danger man. Ahnaf is a young budding cricketer. Well left, good judgment, and they steal another single. Excellent throw by Rizwan Sheikh, getting the batsman run out. Fantastic effort there. I couldn't see all of the action, but I'm sure he gathered it well, and as we can see, he hit the stumps directly, catching the batsman short. Mohit Khan, left-handed batsman, capable of hitting boundaries as well. An over pitch delivery. There was no need for the keeper to hit, but I guess the adrenaline rush. Trying to get another wicket through run out, but the batsman's bat was grounded in the crease, so the ball hit the stump, ricocheted for a single. Some friendly discussion between the batsman and the keeper. They're doing a ball check, trying to find out how many balls are done. I believe there are 2 balls remaining in this over. I don't know what the confusion is all about, but the bowler is waiting for the scorer. Go. We'll take a commercial break here. So finally they agreed on something, and let's see what it is. Three more balls remaining in this power play. Farooq, ball 2.5. Another attempted run out. Giving away a single. Wide, outside the off stump. Mohit Khan tried his best to reach the ball, seeing it to be full. Excellent drive, excellent loft drive. Beautiful six by Mohit Khan. A full toss, not a good idea. Down the leg side, batsman ducking, it's outside the leg stump, so it's a wide. Bowler trying to correct himself by bowling short now. Another decent shot. Another boundary. Excellent batting by Mohit Khan. Two consecutive boundaries, bringing some life to the score line. Much needed boundaries from the batting team's perspective, giving some impetus, much needed, to try and finish on a high and take the score to a level where they can feel a little comfortable trying to defend, because the fielding team has pretty decent batsmen. Razi, Razwan, Adnan Siddiqui, Farooq, quite a few batsmen capable of making the total look quite easy. So they're trying their best to score as many as they can. And here goes another boundary. A short ball. Atif little slow to react to that. However, it was probably above him. Ali Shakir for his second ball of the final over. Straight. Oh, pretty nice. The bowler should have come to the stumps quickly. Razi collected it clean, but bowler or no fielder, nobody was around the wickets to collect that, and he had to aim for the stumps. He missed it, and they complete the single. So, third ball of the final over. An edge sailing over the keeper for a single. Mohit Khan a little bit unhappy as he saw the ball. He could have tried and hit for a boundary, he was thinking. And excellent shot. Excellent shot. Moved up a couple of steps before the bowler could deliver the ball. His aim was to try and collect on over pitch, which he did, and made a decent stroke. Excellent shot one more time, but the bowler came in the way. It's one declare, I believe. Mohit Khan facing the last delivery of the batting inning. Ali Shakil. Let's see what he can do. I'm sure he will go for a boundary. Nice shot. Adnan Bhai stopped it well. And they ran for a suicidal 2. Mohit Khan running out himself. Which brings the end to the first innings. I will take a leave here. And we'll come back for the second innings. All right, Assalamu alaikum. We are back again for the second innings of this match. Sherkhans on batting. They have a target of 48 to achieve in 6 overs, 36 deliveries, 48 runs. Mohit Khan, who finished on a high with a 6 and a 4, is given the ball in hand to start with the first power play. Nice ball. Azharuddin doing decent fielding. Back of length delivery. Gave himself room but couldn't keep it down. The face of the bat was open and it took the aerial route, hitting the ceiling. Batsman couldn't do anything, any damage. Gone out for a duck. That brings Zamir to the crease. Pretty nicely done. Single declared. That brings Razi to the crease. Razi is a well-set batsman. When it comes to indoors, he's a pretty experienced one, facing his first ball of the day. Well judged. Anything close to the leg stump is a candidate for a wide, even though it did seem like the bowler and the keeper were convinced that it was right above the leg stump, but as the rule says, anything close to the leg stump and outside of leg is a wide. Comfortable single. Pretty decent fielding, but Zamir did a good job by grounding his bat and dragging it inside. Made his home quickly, even though he was in the mood for a single. However, to the next ball, he hits it on the leg stump, leg side, and ball hits the ceiling, and that's out. 2 wickets for Mohit Khan. Very decent first over. With 48 on the board, getting 2 wickets in the opening over without a boundary is a very well bowled first over. Bowler name, bhai? Imran. Imran to bowl the second over. They seem to be missing a fielder in the field. Rafe, the captain, taking charge of his troops, placing them in the field. Okay, we are all set for the second over now. Imran to Razi. Keeper did a decent job in collecting the ball, but Razi is like a hare. He covered the ground pretty well, ran quick and hard to complete it, a single. Single to Atif. Another back of length delivery. Razi placed it comfortably to offside, getting a single. At the moment, they are content in rotating the strike and trying and keeping the scoreboard ticking. With Razi at crease, he's capable of hitting sixers. He will pick his bowlers well and try and give them charge to get some quick runs in boundaries. So he will wait for that opportunity, but there will be somebody needed to keep the scoreboard ticking with him. Atif, he connected well, but unfortunately he found the fielder in Azhar. Azhar fumbled, but luckily the ball was right in front of him to collect and prevent a single. Imran coming in again. Wide ball down the leg side. He's bowling pretty well, but it's tough to contain sometimes the wides. But the length is pretty decent. He's bowling at a decent length. Overcorrecting himself and going offside, but a little too far. Umpire calls it a wide. Running in again, Imran to Atif. Ball taking under edge. Keeper doing a decent job preventing a single. Keeper trying to pitch the ball up. Nice ball. Lucky for him that he covered his wickets with his legs. Trying to swivel and hit a punch shot on the leg side. Missed it completely. A dot ball in the end. Rizwan Sheikh, the captain of Sherkhans, having some words of wisdom shared between Razi, Suleiman and Sherkhans captain Rizwan Sheikh. Now comes Rafi, the captain, bowling the third over. Razi to face Rafi for the first ball of the over. Pretty nice ball on the off stump. Razi playing it square of the wicket, taking a single. That brings Atif to the strike. Atif on strike. Rafi pitching it short. And an excellent shot. Going for 6. Six runs in the previous shot. An overhead slap, if you will. The ball was rising over his shoulder. He connected well. The bowler coming back strongly. Even though it was a full ball, he couldn't take advantage of it. And he has been called back to be replaced by Farooq. Rafi stopped in his delivery stride. Umpire having some word with the scorer. Farooq on strike. Rafi, over pitch delivery. Azharuddin, very well fielded, but couldn't prevent a single. The ball was to his left, which is not his throwing arm, so they could take a chance, and which they did. And with Razi on the crease, they will always complete a single quickly. Nice shot. He read the length well and connected it with a clean strike in between the fielders. Found the gap pretty nicely for a 6. A very good over for the batting team. 2 sixers coming. A nice and calculated shot by Razi. As I was telling, he is capable of picking the bowlers and getting the boundaries. Fourth over to start. round the stumps. For rook to face. Pretty decent pace. Ball pitched on the leg stump, going for a single, 1 run declared. Steaming in for the second ball of the over. Pitch short. And that's out. Mohit Khan doing well by collecting the ball cleanly and hitting the stumps. Batsman was found short by a yard. He couldn't run as hard as Razi. There was a slight hesitation for the call of second. I believe that costed his wicket. But it was a decent throw by Misbah. The keeper ran and covered the ground, collected the ball, threw it close to the stumps where somebody was waiting. That was a good thing to do. Mohit Khan collected the ball cleanly and did the damage. Umpire was in a decent shape, decent position to figure out whether it was out or not. As they're fixing the stumps. I don't know what the commotion is all about. I guess they are disagreeing on the stumps at the non-strikers being a little bit far and wide apart. Anil Khan bringing new pair of stumps. Imran came to the ball. The ball was closer to him, but because he was running, the momentum took the ball away from him. Couldn't keep the ball inside the boundary. Goes for a 4. Razi keeping the scoreboard ticking. Single now. Last ball of the 4th over. After this will be the power play. They're claiming it to be a direct hit. Leg umpire needs to confer with the umpire. Whether there was a direct hit or not, they are not sure. And the umpires call it out. It's a huge blow to the batting team. Unlucky for Razi, he called for a single, and then he was sent back by Rizwan Sheikh, the captain, and he couldn't reach back his crease in time for a direct throw by Ashfaq, which hit the base of the stumps. That's where Rizwan is having. Rizwan wants to have a dialogue as a captain with the umpire, wanting to find out if it's out or not. Rizwan Bhai is a little bit upset. He thinks the batsman made his ground, but apparently a direct hit by Ashfaq found him short of crease. Ali Shakil, the hero from yesterday, who scored 18-20 runs in the final over from Kashif, is at non-strike for the power play. There was some sort of confusion between the batters. They eventually called it against, but Razi couldn't go back into his crease in time. Obviously, direct hits are always crucial in such moments. In Ashfaq doing the damage, hitting the stumps directly. This one by the captain of Sherkhans is visibly upset because his strong man Razi is in the hut. For him, he was convinced that Razi made his ground. NF coming in for the 5th over. The second power play. Wow, again some confusion on the previous over. Oh, they bring back the bowler once again. I believe there was some confusion on bowler's part. Last ball of the over remains. A gentle push towards the off, gets a single to Rizwan. Rizwan Sheikh will be on strike, facing Ahnaf. Second power play of the second innings. Twelve ball remains. I don't know what to score. I'm sorry, I don't have the scorecard in front of me. Rizwan thought it was wide on leg stump. The field umpire saying that he moved too much to the offside and it went above the leg stump. This one, he couldn't connect. 2 balls without any runs on the power play. 4 more balls, 4 more scoring opportunities. Ball taking the edge, going towards the leg for a single. Ali Shakil looking a little tentative, or has been given the advice to try and take the match deep. So he played for a single, even though it was a power play over, an over pitch delivery which he could try for a better stroke. But since it was his first ball of the match, this is sure wide down the leg stump. NF is pretty quick. Not giving any room, bowling around the wicket, targeting the batsman's leg. Bowling on a leg stump line, not giving any room to free their arm. and at this pace it's becoming a little difficult. This ball was outside the off stump, however, beaten completely. Farooq, कितने मारने? 14. So it has boiled down to 14 runs in the final over. They probably should have gotten a few more in the second power play to leave 12 or under in the final over, but however 14 is also achievable. 6 balls, 14 runs needed. Misbah, who bowls wicket to wicket for the most part, doesn't have a lot of pace. His line and length could be a little tricky to get off of. But 6 runs, 6 balls and 14 runs on my part. First ball of the last over. In the slot. Took the aerial route as expected, but the ball going a little sailing over to the ceiling. Hit the ceiling and it's out. Hamza, who is also capable of hitting sixers, now has a task of 5 balls, 14 runs with Rizwan Sheikh at the non-strikers end. Sherkhans captain. Talha. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Did the batsman cross over? Rizwan is upset. He thinks somehow something is being conspired against his team. But it's... The umpire's decision should be respected. However, he thinks that he crossed the other batsman. It's a simple catch and cotton bowled. Rizwan Sheikh in the end agreeing. Habib Bhai on strike. 4 balls, 14 runs. The camera is not for the purposes of rewinding and checking at the moment. However, players who are watching online or somebody else could rewind and check it themselves if they're interested. However, the umpires are not supposed to be looking at the video evidence. I don't think that's part of the rules. However, I'm not part of the OC. But in any case, Misbah comes in for his 3rd ball and gets the hat-trick. As I was telling, he bowls line and length. Not great deal of pace, but pretty decent line and length. Bowls wicket to wicket and keeps the batsman in check. Now they are trying to do the damage control, try to go as close as possible to the target. That seems to be a discussion between them. 3 more balls, if they can get at least 5, 7, 8 runs, that could help them go close to the target and improve their net run rate possibly. However, 14 runs in 3 deliveries is still possible. Technically, they can easily hit a couple of sixers and be in the game. Nicely driven. The fielder completed a good collect, restricting them for a single. 2 deliveries, 13 runs needed. Can he do 2 sixers? A simple catch. The team getting all out. Misbah seeing Rizwan's shape charging in, shortened his length, and that did the trick. Rizwan went with the flow, and in the end got caught on board. That's it today for this match. Jazakallah khair.